Hey guys, welcome to Safi Mix. In this video, I will let you know how to add double x-axis and double y-axis to different plots and on a single frame in Veusz. I have already imported two sets of data, tab 1 and tab 2. Tab 1 contains two columns, column 1 and column 2, and similarly tab 2 contains two columns, column 1 and column 2, and I want to assign separate access to these sets of data on a single frame. That I can do by first adding a XY widget by clicking this and then another XY widget like this one. And now I click on the x-axis and you see it is labeled as x-axis and the minimum is auto and the maximum is auto. But I know from the data sheet that the minimum of the x-axis in the first data set is minus 18. So I put that value here, minus 18, and the maximum is 18. So I add 18 over here, and the y-axis would be taken automatically. So I first highlight the first xy widget, and I add data of table 1, that is the first two columns, and in the X data, I feed care column 1 from table 1, and in the Y data, I feed column 2 from table 1 data, and it is plotted um, as a red data set. Now I highlight the second data set, and first I add um, data to the X data by from column 1 and the Y data from column 2, and it is also now plotted. And with the first widget highlighted, I come over here and I add two axes, one axis, and then I add another axis. Right, and I highlight this axis and I come over here in the x-axis and I add axis 1 for the x-axis, and I come to the x-axis. It is its orientation should be horizontal. It is horizontal, and I highlight this and drag it to the top position. And you see now it is graduated from minus 20 to 20 because that is taken from the data. And similarly, I highlight the second axis and I change its orientation from horizontal to vertical, and then I select it and drag it to this position. So it is adjusted. One thing more, in most cases the frame is not at the center of the page. If that's the case, you need to highlight the page and you can drag it to either side. So you can bring it like this, you can bring it like this, you can take this up or down, but I will adjust this at this position so that all the four scales are visible. And now I want to color the numerics of the scales. So I come over here, I select this, and I click on the numeric tab, and I choose the color blue because this corresponds to blue data. So I take this and I change the color of the x-axis to blue. Similarly, I select this, and then on the numeric tab, I change the color to blue, and now the vertical column is also blue. I can even select this and can change the color of this to the data to dark blue. So now the color is blue and this is blue and this is blue. And if I highlight the x-axis and on the numeric tab, I want to change this to red because the data is red, and the same I do with y-axis. And then I come here and I change this, and then I highlight this widget and I change the color to red, so it is dark red now. So the red scales correspond to the data in red, and the blue scales at the x and y scale correspond to the data in blue. So this way you can add separate x and y axis to each set of data in views. Thanks for watching.